right, I'm the Flat Rate Master. Today we're going to talk about job interview questions that you need to ask as an automotive technician. Now, of course, I've done videos on checking out the shop and stuff like that, but now we're going to talk about specific interview questions that you need to ask. Now, it's really important the numbers I ask for are from printouts, not off the shop owner or shop manager's head. Make them print them out because people can lie. You know, they can. So what you want to do is see the printouts. Now, if they want to cover up any important information, you know, profit or, you know, because the profit on most of those management sheets is meaningless to how much the, you know, shop actually made, because that's only based on parts and labor, not overhead, not other things. So if you see that kind of stuff, don't put much stock in it unless it's stupid low or something. Them blocking out certain parts of that information is not a red flag. Just I want that to be aware. Say they don't want to show you the names on a printout of what all the technicians did in a week. That's not a red flag. That's just them not wanting any issues with that kind of stuff. So covering up that information is not a red flag. What is the shop's average RO? If you want to shorthand it, ARO. What is their average repair ticket? Now, an average RO basically averages all the tickets that go through the shop from a oil change that does nothing to an engine job that's, you know, brand new from the factory, you know, 28 hours or whatever. It combines all them and averages them out. You want to see at least $300. When they get down to the $100, low 200s, they probably have a problem selling bigger tickets, or they have to do a lot of tickets. In that same subject, car count. How many cars do you receive a day? And you also need to ask, how many cars would I get a day? Think about it. How many cars are you going to get in a day? You know, if you're flat rate, car count is a big deal. Swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss, and you're out of cars, you got a bad day. It's important to ask those kind of questions. Make, models, and year range the shop works on. If you don't want to work on tractors, this is an important question to ask. You don't want to work on 1981 Mercedes, important question to ask. Now, obviously it's up to you on whether or not you consider certain vehicles acceptable to work on. Like, I really think a shop that works on older vehicles is just asking for a lot of lost sales simply from age, braking, unable to get parts, etc. So just keep that in mind. But it's important to know what kind of cars they take in. The shop is primarily all makes, models, cars, and you go in there and all they have is minis, and you don't like working on minis, it's probably not going to be a good fit. Just saying. You also want to know how many hours each technician at that shop averages a week. Why? Well, for obvious reasons. You're coming in there, and if every tech's averaging 30 hours, chances are you're not going to blow them away simply because you're there. So something to really consider is having them show you a couple different weeks of printouts of the technician's hours. They want to, they can black out the names or cover up the names. You don't need to know who makes what. Some shops are a little toothy about that, but you really do need to see all these numbers spit out of their management system. You want to look at active tickets when you go interview. Look at how many active tickets are in the shop. The board looks like that on their computer system, and there's 10 techs. That's going to be a problem. That means everything got done, ain't got enough cars. You really want to see a lot of tickets with, you know, history, and look at the dates. If you see a lot of active tickets that have been there for months, that's a different red flag. Some of the bigger reports they may not want to show you simply because they don't want to show you, it's their business. But if you can get a look at it, average sales over several months will help you determine how steady the workflow is at that shop. Again, you don't need to see profit and loss and all that kind of stuff. You just need to see the big number and maybe the margins they maintain on their parts and stuff like that. This information will give you a lot of information on the shop. So I hope this video was helpful. As always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.